Hello everybody, it's Stuart A. Swerdlow.
And Janet Diane Moria Swerdlow.
And this is our supplement to our weekly podcast for the beginning of the second week of July 2018.
And I have a very interesting story for you. And first of all, before I tell you about the story, I'm going to remind you that we talked a lot about programming and how to take control of your own mind so other people, places, and things do not control it for you. So you want to be sure and read 13 Cubed, you want to be sure and read The True Reality of Sexuality, and you want to also grab this book, Affirmations, because this will help you on a daily basis, all right? So with that in mind, I want us to tell you about this particular story, which I thought it may sound bizarre, but there are a lot of things that are going on out there, and a lot of people come to us with a lot of bizarre issues which really are programming based. So apparently there's a story out there called My Strange Addiction from the Learning Channel. I don't know what you're going to be learning, but I want you just to hear some of these things that people are doing. This is all programming. There's a lady who eats toilet paper. Like
with her meals or just separately?
Just separately. She's addicted to eating toilet paper.
Well, think about it, because then when she goes to the bathroom, when she cleans herself,
she doesn't need to buy anymore.
Right,
I guess
it just goes
an
right.
internal thing. Then there's a woman who pulls out her hair and eats it all.
Was she a cat?
Well, I've got a story, believe it or not, about that as well as we're moving along. But these are all programming things that you can stop if you do your deprogramming. There's another woman who can only go to sleep if she has her blow dryer going on by her bed. And we talked about this on the back of this book, where there's a whole list of things if you're programmed. One is that you need to have a fan going all the time.
She's in California, isn't she?
I don't know. There's a woman who's addicted to eating detergent. Now, these
Wouldn't
are just...
you die from that?
Well, that's what I would think. I don't know how these people survive.
You burn your intestines.
We have talked about furries before, because that is... I took this definition. It's an anthropomorphic suit, which is to role play as an animal with human personalities. And there's a woman who's so addicted she can't even go out in public unless she's wearing her suit. So I'm telling you, these are programming issues. There's another, it's a man who, no matter where he is, he has to go into somebody's house and pull out the hair from their shower drain. He's addicted to that.
What does he do with them?
He just says the slimier the better. I don't know. I didn't want to ask. There's a woman who carried her husband's cremated remains with her, and finally she started eating them. These are programming
These
issues.
are mentally ill people.
Well, if you've got active programming or you're triggered, you've got a problem, and you can fix it with the methodologies, as well as a hyperspace helper.
You know, don't ever complain about anything I do after that.
And there's a man who's addicted, who is actually in love with his car, and we've talked about these kind of things before. This man is what they have objectophilia, when a person develops an emotional and sexual relationship with an inanimate object.
Don't tell me that he does that with his car.
Yes. So, but again, programming. There's also a couple who are addicted to enemas. Sometimes they do 10 enemas in a 24-hour period, and they feel, this couple, over 2.5 years, think that they've done 7,000 coffee enemas. So these are people who feel dirty inside, and they have the need to try and clean themselves out. So the mind pattern here is, you can do mental release work. You don't have to do this. Getting stung. There's a woman here who pricks herself with bees. She takes them with the tweezers and stings herself.
How does she catch them?
I don't know. It doesn't say. But anyway, she just feels she's done more than 50,000 bee stings overall.
And why?
Well, she claims that she has arthritis, and it helps relieve.
Well, I heard about that. Yeah.
But this sounds a little extreme.
Yeah, 50,000 is a bit much.
And again, no matter what medical condition you have, there's still a mind pattern behind it. Work on the mind pattern, and you don't have to deal with these kind of things. There's a woman who's addicted to cleaning herself with baby wipes. She uses about 500 a day.
What?
500 a day.
How many are in a
I don't even know, but I know Rima paper is 500, so that's a lot of baby wipes.
She must be pretty messy.
I don't know. And then there's a 19-year-old young woman who says she's been eating tires for the past 6 months.
Hopefully new ones.
No, she gets the tire shavings, and where she gets them, I don't know. But she claims that she eats about 15 pounds a month and chews the rubber until the chemical taste goes away. These are, I'm sorry, but if you have anything like this...
She needs to get bubble gum.
She needs something. But the issue is that she's, doing bad things to
And
herself.
she's still living.
Well, she's only 19, and she's only been doing it for
even
6
so.
months. So I would say, give her some time.
What made him decide, I think I'll chew on a tire
I know,
today,
and then
I
keep
liked it.
So these, like I said, if you're addicted to these things, addictions have to do with your mind pattern and programming. Then there's a man who's sexually attracted to balloons, and he can't sleep unless he's surrounded by balloons. And apparently there's a technical term with a balloon fetish. It's called a lunar.
Why can't he just marry a woman that had big implants?
I don't know. But even that has got a problem. Then there's a man who's addicted to not breaking his bones, but putting casts on his body, including full body casts. Then he likes to go out in public to get attention for it.
Oh, well, that's just...
Hey, that's normal, right?
Right.
And people, of course, who are addicted to plastic surgery, that's like, again, people who are, not happy with who they are. They have self-worth issues. You need to work on your self-worth and not, start to look like a doll. And speaking of which, there's an entire group of men who want to look like a human doll, and they have, I've reported on this before,
They're men?
Yeah, they call themselves female maskers. So they have like plastic, like big full face hood, masks and everything.
They walk around like that.
Yeah, they look like life-size female dolls. These are men.
Like, go to the mall like that?
I think they just
around?
get together. I don't know, because I think I'd be really hot inside all that stuff.
Yeah.
And again, more problems here that you got to work on your mind pattern. And here's another really weird one. A mother of 2 in her 40s who's become addicted to drinking paint.
How are these people still alive?
I don't know, but this, like I said, you work on your mind pattern.
This is not possible.
You do need other help, but mind pattern
you would
too.
die from that.
Yes, I know. And then this woman, they talked about licking things. This woman licks her cat and then eats the hair.
Oh, stop it already. You are not allowed to go on the computer anymore.
And now this one, remember how we talked about the dog urine therapy? This woman, unfortunately was diagnosed with cancer and decided to treat it herself by drinking her own urine.
And did it work?
Well, no. But, these are, like I said, these are people...
Especially the cancer cells would
I'm
probably
sorry,
be in there.
highly programmed, and you really need to do some mental work here. If you know people, there are explanations beyond this. You can get help if you want it.
My goodness.
The last one, which came across one more Facebook page, is called Pony Play, which reminded me of furryism.
Do I really want to know this one?
Well, I went to their website, which, and it
Why
said...
did you do that?
Well, I saw the picture and I thought, really, is this real? So I have to go look it up to see if it's real. So anyway, this was interesting because on their website it says, being treated and trained like a horse is by definition dehumanizing.
And that's a good thing.
Apparently. So how being dehumanized feels varies from person to person. So...
They should have spent time with my mother and they would have been dehumanized.
So... 13 Cute, I'm going to tell you, Hyperspace Helper, basic deprogramming exercises. Affirmations will help you change your mind pattern and find out, read The True Reality of Sexuality, because if you have sexual issues, there's other issues behind there. So take a look and that will help you.
You said behind.
Behind, I did, because there are people who are addicted to getting their behind injected to make it huge.
Why do you want to have a big butt?
And it's programming, I'm telling you. And I'm also, we've told you this before, but since you brought that one up, that's how that they attach astral entities to people, and that's why anal sex and all these stuff with bottoms is going on right now.
I think those big butts might be an astral entity condo.
It could be.
And they're just living in there.
It could be. So I'm just telling you, think about what you're doing, and it's not like a monkey see, monkey do type of thing. You've got to get control of your own mind, otherwise people are going to control it for you, and they are. These people, if you don't have control, you got a problem.
And people, please don't drink paint or lick your cat. No. It's just not a good thing.
All these things that we're telling you about. So, with that said, I just want to thank you for doing your own work, because that's the best way we can change the world, is change yourself. And when you change yourself, then the outer world can reflect that back to you.
And you can be like me.
Yeah, perfect. And beautiful, right? That's what it is.
There are people having plastic surgery to look like me.
Oh, I hope not. Be your own person, please. No. So, thank you for joining us for expansions.com.
Bye.
Bye.